Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. I don't even have the fucking words for it. Oh my fucking god. I said it before this past week. I'm gonna say it again. I said it before that tonight's SummerSlam was gonna be a historic night, and holy shit, did it ever fucking deliver with some crazy bullshit, you guys. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight I am going to be giving out the results and the review of SummerSlam, as I am trying to move my tripod a bit. And not gonna lie, all 7 matches 100% delivered. I'm not even gonna waste any time. Let's get straight into it. Kicking these off with the women's world title between Liv Morgan, the champion, and Rhea Ripley, the challenger. And I'm gonna be honest, this one had some crazy shit. Obviously the typical cat and mouse game by Liv Morgan, and something actually very interesting happened. We saw Liv Morgan target the injured shoulder. Rhea automatically said it's out, as in it got dislocated. Liv was like, "Bring it, bitch!" Bam. Shoulder meets table at an announce table, locks it back in place, and just goes all out against Liv Morgan. And this was back and forth. I would honestly, here's the thing. Fans all over the world were expecting Rhea Ripley to regain the women's world title. That wasn't the case tonight, as the final few minutes of the match, we saw Liv Morgan bring in a steel chair. Rhea tries to use it. Dom takes the chair away, throws it back into the ring, thinking that Rhea was gonna use it. Dom distracts the referee. Liv hits Oblivion. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna be honest. What you guys are about to hear, the words that you're about to hear, they're about to come out of my mouth right now. I don't even have the words to describe it, except the fact that everything that Michael Cole and Pat McAfee said to Dominic Mysterio is a fact. He is a two-timing son of a bitch and a piece of shit. Yeah, both of those came out of the mouths of Michael Cole and Pat McAfee on commentary for the whole world to hear, as we saw Dominic Mysterio lift up Liv Morgan to her feet and then started to kiss her. I don't even have the words to describe it. I don't even fucking know at all. I don't know. Dominic Mysterio is a fucking bastard for doing that. He is. He is a two-timing, two-faced bastard for doing what he did to Rhea Ripley, breaking her heart. And now essentially he's left the Judgment Day damn near, and Priest said, "I'm gonna kill him." So I can guarantee you that this Monday on Raw, there's going to be some serious hell to pay. And the fans, myself included, are going to enjoy every single fucking second of it, and it's gonna be fun. Overall, though, the match was absolutely solid. Just it was pretty much almost everything you would have expected. So I'm gonna be optimistic, and I'm gonna give this match 4 stars. Could it have ended differently? Obviously. I feel like if Dom hadn't have gotten involved in the match, scratch that. If he hadn't have accompanied Rhea to ringside entirely, if he had just stayed in the back, I feel like Rhea Ripley probably could have won. But at the same time, given the fact that excuse me. Given the fact that Liv has completely destroyed the Judgment Day from the inside out, I really don't think there could have been another outcome, but it is what it is. Congrats to Liv Morgan, and I guess congrats to Liv on having a boyfriend, I guess. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but I can tell you one thing right now is it is far from done. Speaking of things that are done, we move into a rematch from last month's Money in the Bank as Braun Breaker challenged Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. The crazy thing is that Sami Zayn had been champion for 118 days, and you notice that I said the term "had been." That is because it was a brutal match, but it was all for naught, and as the old saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Braun Breaker did indeed do just that, as he hit Sami Zayn with not one but 2 spears to win his first major title on the main roster, that being the Intercontinental title. Absolutely insane. Not gonna lie, I'm actually okay with it, as crazy as it sounds, because I feel like this will be a prelude to watching Sami Zayn go back to SmackDown when it moves to USA next month. But who knows? Who knows what the future will hold for Sami Zayn? But congrats to Braun Breaker. 3 stars. It was okay. It was pretty decent. The Frankensteiner was pretty badass. I was pretty slick, I'll admit. Excuse me, but all in all, not too bad. Could it have ended differently? I doubt it. I think all the times that Sami had been speared by Breaker completely took over. So there was no shot Sami was gonna win. But now we move into another mid-card title, that being the United States title, as we saw Logan Paul defend the title against the megastar LA Knight. Yeah. And this was interesting because you look at excuse me. You look at what Logan Paul had done as the champion. He has defeated not 1, not 2, but 3 legends. He has defeated 3 legends since winning that United States title. The first one was obviously the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. No thanks to Santos Escobar screwing Rey Mysterio, obviously. And then, of course, Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, and then both KO and Randy Orton at WrestleMania, which was awesome. And this was actually Logan's 3rd defense since becoming champion. And what I find so interesting is that we knew that his entourage, especially that guy Jeff, was going to get involved, but I never would have imagined that multi-time platinum recording rap artist Machine Gun Kelly, MGK, would get involved in the whole situation. And what's even more interesting is that the bell didn't even ring, and they were beating the hell out of each other until the bell actually rang. And then it was just excuse me. Then and then it was just all chaos from there. And the closing moments of the match, we saw MGK hand Logan Paul a pair of breast nugs, boom, to the face. And just when you thought he was gonna go for that lariat, which I'm not so sure what people are calling that move nowadays, but it completely backfired as LA Knight hit a BFT, blunt force trauma, onto Logan Paul. 3 counts for the megastar, and it was absolutely insane. First major title, actually, LA Knight's first championship overall since becoming the $1 million champion a few years ago on NXT. This was actually his first title on the main roster. I gotta tell you, this was actually a must-win for the megastar, because if he lost, there was really no telling where his career was gonna go. But I will admit though, as much as, hang on guys, as much respect as I have for Logan Paul, you know, both as a content creator and an entrepreneur, obviously for his prime, you know, for his drink line Prime, I feel like his run as champion, hang on guys, I feel like his run as champion was, I wouldn't say lackluster, but it was more intriguing, if you will. And I think his run as the U.S. champion will definitely go down in history as one of the most unique in WWE history. But as far as what's next for Logan, I mean, the possibilities are endless. And funny thing is that he signed a free agency contract, so he's basically able to go anywhere he wants. He can go to Raw, he can stay on SmackDown, or he can go over to NXT if he wanted and pull some shit over there. But overall, absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. 3 stars. 3 stars easy. But I feel like if LA Knight was never ready for the Nux, excuse me, I feel like if he was never ready for those breast nugs, Logan Paul 100% would have retained, but Logan Paul did not. So, but props to Logan for a hell of a title run. Can't wait to see what's next. But next up, we've got the WWE Women's title being defended as Bayley defended against Nia Jax. And what I find so unique about this match is that this was a match over a decade in the making. And this rivalry, Michael Cole even said it best on commentary earlier in the night, that it all started at NXT TakeOver London back in what, 2014, 2015, so like somewhere around there, where Bayley defeated Nia Jax to retain the NXT Women's title, when Bayley was the champion at the time. And since then Bayley has won a few matches over Nia, but Nia has won a few over Bayley. And this was basically Bayley's biggest test, not in her whole career, but in her run as champion. And honestly, it did not pay off, unfortunately, because Tiffany Stratton distracted Bayley, thinking that she was gonna cash in Money in the Bank, and it took not one, but 2 annihilators for Nia Jax to become the WWE Women's Champion. And this is actually her first title since 2018. Her first singles title since 2018 at WrestleMania, when she defeated Alexa Bliss to win the what was then known as the Raw Women's title, now known as the WWE Women's title. Aside from that, it was okay. I feel like Tiffany should have cashed in, making it a triple threat, but I guess it is. I guess it is. I guess it is what it is. But I feel like Bailey should definitely have won that one. So this is a massive L on WWE's part. So I will be optimistic. I will give it 3 stars. But again, I feel like the match could have ended with Bailey retaining the title because she came so close. And what's interesting is that I think this all has to do with the fact that Bailey defended her title against Meiko Satomura in Japan last week over the weekend, and I feel like that is what caused Bailey to lose the women's title. So I can guarantee you that we are definitely going to be guaranteed a rematch between Jax and Bailey. But we move from championships to a grudge match that goes back 15 years. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. You knew damn well Rollins was gonna just do whatever the hell he felt like it. And this was interesting because Punk even said it best in that exclusive interview with Michael Cole that Drew McIntyre was wasted talent. And I feel like in a way he kind of was. Excuse me. But at the same time, it was never Drew's fault that he was wasting talent. It was more of the fact that it was all because of bad creative. Nowadays, things have gotten so much better. Things have gotten so much better since then, and we knew Drew McIntyre was going to bring in the bracelet that had CM Punk's wife's name, AJ, and of course his dog Larry. We knew he was going to bring it out. Punk had the Anaconda Vice on Drew. He ends up taking the bracelet. Rollins ends up wearing it. I don't know why. And it was just chaos. It was absolute chaos. A steel chair came into play. Almost a reenactment of SummerSlam of SummerSlam 1997. But with the closing moments of the match, we saw Drew McIntyre hit CM Punk with the Claymore as Seth Rollins had no choice but to count the 1, 2, 3, and he walked off. So now the question becomes this, because this was all on CM Punk. Punk cannot blame Seth Rollins for all the events that happened tonight at SummerSlam. He can't blame Seth. Seth said he was going to call it down the middle, and he did exactly that. So now the question is, where does Punk go from here? And at this point, it's hard to say. But I feel like it really wouldn't have mattered, because I think at the end, Rollins wins. Seth Rollins won no matter what, because he got the chance to see 2 of his worst enemies, his biggest enemies, beat the holy hell out of each other, and it was chaotic. Absolutely chaotic. So, I mean, 4 stars. Absolutely incredible. 4 stars easy. Not gonna say much about it. But now we move. But now, you want to talk about Dirty Dom turning his back on Rhea Ripley? This match was the true definition of betrayal. Damian Priest, Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. Same thing with Nia Jax and Bayley. Gunther wins King of the Ring to earn the opportunity, and it was back and forth. Hard hitting, non-stop, chaotic bullshit between those 2 men. We saw Finn Balor come out in support of Damian Priest. And again, this was indeed back and forth. Literally, Gunther's chest was busted open, and Gunther saw what happened, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm pissed off now." And so we saw near fall after near fall, finisher after finisher. It was back and forth, and right as Damian Priest hit South of Heaven onto Gunther, the referee counted the 1, he counted the 2, and Finn Balor, the son of a bitch, took the leg of Gunther, wrapped it on top of the bottom rope. Priest saw what happened, and now we enter a time when you ask the question, because we talked about this earlier on this year with with Dom, teaming with Santos to take on Rey Mysterio and Andrade at WrestleMania, with the turmoil, of Priest and the Money in the Bank briefcase, Finn and Seth and the World Title from last year, with all that turmoil, which funny enough started last year at Money in the Bank, culminated tonight. The question became a matter of whether or not the Judgment Day was still going to be a whole, but tonight, no longer the case. Gunther hits Priest with the powerbomb, applies the sleeper, and that was it. Priest passes out to the sleeper, and now Gunther is the World Heavyweight Champion. I don't even have the words to describe it. It was insane. Not only that, but we even also got to see Jelly Roll beat the hell out of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Steel chair to the back of Theory. Choke slam to Theory, and a 5-knuckle shuffle by Jelly Roll. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with a big dude like Jelly Roll beating the hell out of a jackass like Austin Theory. You can never go wrong with it. It was funny. It was awesome. And shout outs to Awesome Truth, the host of SummerSlam, for helping out. You can never go wrong with it. Absolutely incredible. But we move into the main event, which would determine the future of Friday Night SmackDown, as Solo Sikoa challenged Cody Rhodes for the WWE title under Bloodline rules. And we saw something that actually kind of occurred to us. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but we saw not one, not two, but three black SUVs in the background as Cody Rhodes was walking his dog Pharaoh to the ring, or rather halfway to the ring. And we saw, not only did we see that, but we saw Arn Anderson, WWE Hall of Famer Arn Anderson, return to WWE for the first time in several years. And he tells Cody, "You've got friends to back you up, but friends you never thought you had." The question was, what did he mean by that? Well, you guys are about to find out right now, as we saw this match start out with obviously Solo and Cody just going at it. It was absolute chaos, back and forth, near fall after near fall. And just as Cody was about to hit Crossroads, we see the Guerrillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, get involved, beat down Cody Rhodes. Solo pins Cody, kicks out, and we hear the guitar riff of Kevin Owens. He returns, comes out, he gets taken down for a slight second, and then we see Randy Orton come out, and of course both Kevin and Randy ejected the Guerrillas of Destiny away from the matchup, and we saw Jacob Fatu beat down Cody Rhodes, super kick him onto the announce table, and then hits a splash onto Cody Rhodes, which he ends up blowing out his knee completely blowing out his knee, and right as Solo was about to win, oh my god, For those who didn't get the chance to watch SummerSlam, I want you guys to pause this video and post in the comments who else you believe showed up. Did you guys do that? You did? Okay, I'll definitely check out the comments later on. But if you guys guessed Roman Reigns, you would be correct. A brand new version of his theme song that we heard at WrestleMania earlier this year. He comes out, spears, literally hits Solo with the Superman punch, spears the holy hell out of Solo. Cody hits Solo with Crossroads. And that's it. I said it earlier on. I said it earlier this year. I said that Cody Rhodes humbled Roman Reigns. He did that. He humbled Roman. And now the true tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is back. And oh my god, he is pissed off at Solo. And he is badder than ever. And better than ever. Now is one of the biggest baby faces on SmackDown. Second, obviously, to Cody Rhodes. And now the question becomes this. What will Roman have to say when he returns to SmackDown? Excuse me. Only time will tell, but this is an easy 5 stars. You can never go wrong with something this chaotic. 5 stars easy. No way. There was no way Solo was going to win. Cody Rhodes was right. Solo wasn't ready. He was never ready for that main event scene, and even though Solo had a massive showing tonight, he still was not ready. But overall, all in all, the card was absolutely stacked. Just incredible. Shocking betrayals, new champions, the return heard all over the world. 5 stars easy. Not going to say much about this card, but with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more PLE predictions and results in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.